Hi guys!
Hello, how are you guys?
Hey girls!
Where do you want to take our vacation this coming June?
I don't know, maybe out of the country. What do you think?
I have a good suggestion. What about we go to Cagayan Valley and explore the place?
Great idea! I already have that on my travel list.
Okay, let's go to Cagayan. But how? We are still in pandemic and we are not allowed to go out.
Yeah, you're right.
You have a point.
What about we watch some videos about Cagayan Valley to have an advanced knowledge about there and to make sure we would have a lot of fun in that place.
Good idea! Let's watch this documentary about Region 2.
Okay, let's watch together.
Napintas nga adlaw kinyayo amin. Come with us, just sit back and relax. Imagine as we bring you to a wonderful place here in the Philippines. Let's explore and adventure the eye-catching and breathtaking scenery in the Region 2. We are your tour guide today. I'm Kimberly.
Hi, I'm Angel.
I'm Joanna Andres.
Representing Cagayan Valley.
Cagayan Valley is the oldest location for ancient hominid activities because they find some piece of evidence on an island. Cagayan is the inhabitant of ancient hominid people who roamed the forest without fixed home back thousands of years ago. Dagda were probably the first human to populate the vast Cagayan region, and the bulk of the populations are Malay origin.
But centuries before the arrival of Spaniard here in the Philippines, the inhabitant trade with Indian, Malay, Chinese, and Japanese were actually made. In 1572, Spanish explorer Juan de Salcedo explored the coast of Cagayan. In 1582, the Spaniard decided to settle in the law which they renamed as Nueva Segovia. In the year 1596, the arrival of Dominican missionaries in the Cagayan continued to revolve the region as they gradually influenced the people to become a Christian. In 19th centuries, Cagayan Valley felt the full impact of tobacco cultivation, making the region as the largest source of the cash crop in the archipelago.
Ilocano migration into the valley facilitate the expansions of agriculture and allow Ilocano language to supplant Ibanag lingua franca.
After Spanish, American came along. In the year 1917, as contained in Act No. 2711, Cagayan was recognized as a grand division of the Philippine island. And then, Japanese landed in Apari town during World War II, a few days after the bombing of Pearl Harbor. That is why Filipino guerrilla and American force fight to drive off the Japanese. After colonialism, Cagayan Valley gained freedom and their traditions still remain.
The Cagayan Valley region comprised the province of Batanes, Cagayan, Isabela, Nueva Vizcaya, and Quirino. The capital city of Batanes is Basco, Cagayan is Tuguegarao City, Isabela is Ilagan City, Nueva Vizcaya is Bayongbong City, and Quirino is Cabarogui City.
Cagayan region comprise 89 number of municipalities. The regional center is Tuguegarao City. It has 2,311 barangays.
Cagayan Valley, also known as Region 2, is strategically located on the northeastern part of mainland Luzon. It is bounded to the west by the Cordillera Mountain Range, to the east by the Sierra Madre Mountain, to the south by the Carablo Mountain, and to the north by the Luzon Strait. The mountain range in the east serves as the barrier from the devastating wind during typhoon seasons, with a total land area of 28,228.83 km. The Cagayan Valley region is the second largest region in the Philippines.
It is a natural catch basin having the largest watershed in the country. It is crisscrossed by the longest and largest river network, the Cagayan River, also known as Rio Grande de Cagayan, with a total length of approximately 505 km in a drainage basin covering 27,753 square kilometers. The region is largely an agricultural economy with 37% of its total land area dedicated to agriculture productions. Bountifully endowed with vast natural resources and development potential from its rich soils, extensive coastline, renowned river and lakes, and widespread forests, grassland, and mountain range, and teeming with highly skilled and competitive workforce, the Cagayan Valley region is becoming a desired investment destination in northern Philippines.
Language and dialects spoken in Cagayan Valley regions are Tagalog, Ibatan, Ichibayiten, Ilocano, Ibanag, Itawis, Gadang, Isinay, and Malweng.
Are the major language or dialect they usually spoke. But because of the migrations, it made Ilocano as the dominant dialect spoken in the province, composing 67.3% of the population.
There are four major cultural groups in the Cagayan region. These are Ibatan, Ibanag, Itawis, and Ilocano.
The Ibatan possess unique skills to be resilient with weather conditions of typhoon and drought in Batanes. They have built wall made of thick limestone and thick cogon roof for their houses. They also have acquired the skills of predicting the weather through the behavior of animals. The relative isolations of Ibatan Itbayat in the Batanes or Babuyan group of island has led to a distinct indigenous culture with strong self-sufficiencies. Because they are located in typhoon-prone area, the houses, lifestyle, and agricultural crops are conditioned to withstand strong winds. Agriculture is the base of livelihood with self-sufficiencies as the norm. Hence, no market exists in the communities. The Ibatan are known for their oral traditions such as lyric song, lagi, working song, kalusan, and legend songs, katbata. The Ibanag literally means people of the river, as they are the people who settle along the bank of the Cagayan River and the northern coast of Luzon. The Ibanag are concentrated with the town of Tuguegarao, Solana, Cabagan, and Iligan. They originally inhabited the area by the mouth of the Cagayan River but have moved up and gradually influenced culture of older ethnicities like the Itawit, Isinay, and Gadang. The Ibanag language became the lingua franca for commerce. The culture was also heavily influenced by the migration of the Ilocanos. The Itawis have been variously called Itawit, Itakwe, Tawish, Itawi, Itaves, and Itabis. The Itawis means the people from across the river. In many words, the Itawis live with the Ibanag and the Ibanag has become the standard language. The Ilocano make up the third largest ethno-linguistic group in the Philippines and the most prominent ethnic group in the Philippines. Ilocano or Iloco is a Western Austronesian language spoken in northern Luzon, in various parts of the Philippines and around the world. It comprises its own branch in the Philippines Cordilleran family of language.
There are three ways to go to Cagayan Valley: via air, land, and sea. Region 2 has three airports, namely Basco, Tuguegarao, and Cagayan. Cagayan North International Airport in Lalo, Cagayan, the first international gateway in Northeast Luzon, will cater to the both domestic and international flights, especially from Asian countries like Japan, China, Taiwan, Singapore, and mainland China. By sea, there is access from mainland of Ilocos Norte to Batanes. By land, from Pasay, Cubao, or Sampaloc, you may take air-conditioned buses like Victory Liner, Florida, and 5-Star. Travel time is about 12 to 13 hours, and you have arrived to Cagayan Valley.
Mount Iraya is a dormant volcano on Batan Island and the highest point in the province of Batanes, Philippines. Iraya is an active stratovolcano on Batan Island, a lapad hill pass and rock formation, a marvelous hill with a view deck where you can gaze upon the view of the ocean. Pag-asa Tocon Radar Station in Basco, Batanes, a 360-degree view of Batan Island. It is the northernmost station of Pag-asa, serving as the reference point for weather forecasts. Bayang Rolling Hills is located in Basco, Batan Island, Batanes. The hills offer beautiful and stunning views of verdant grass and deep blue sea. Santo Domingo Church in Basco, Batanes. The first church to be ever built in Batanes is Santo Domingo Church. also known as Our Lady of Immaculate Conception Cathedral. Deep na Isupuan Japanese Tunnel. Built during World War II by locals, this interconnected network of tunnels served as a hideaway for Japanese soldiers. Savidug Village is one of two villages in Septang Island known for their traditional stone houses. This destination is ideal for those who want to know more about the unique architectural styles and other customs of the native people of Batanes. House of Dakay. If you want to see the oldest stone house ever to be constructed in the entire province, then House of Dakay is worth visiting. This stone house has retained its original foundation with its cogon roof replaced every few decades. Cagayan Village is another village that was able to preserve and continues the tradition of living in the stone houses in Batanes. Tahel Bridge is one of the very few intact bridges constructed in the Philippines during the Spanish colonial period. It is located over the Tahel Creek in the middle of the poblacion. Also, this is not built for tourism attractions in Batanes. The Cagayan River, also known as the Rio Grande de Cagayan, is the longest river and the largest river by discharge volume of water in the Philippines. The Blue Water Falls and Cave, located at Palagao, Bagao, Cagayan. Blue Water Falls and Cave is one of the tourist spots of the town of Bagao, which is first-class municipality in the province of Cagayan. The name speaks for itself. Blue Water Falls and Cave, most commonly known as Blue Waters by many people, as literally blue crystal-like waters. The place is hidden in the innermost part of Bagao. Calo Cave is among the most popular caves in the Philippines and the best-known tourist attraction of Cagayan Province. The Sierra Cave is a living cave found in Cagayan Valley. It is located in the town of Peña Blanca and one of the over 300 known caves that have been documented by the National Museum of the Philippines in the province of Cagayan, which is dubbed as the caving capital of the Philippines. Cagayan Provincial Museum and Historical Research Center. It is a general museum that houses an extensive collection of artifacts, antiques, ethnography, trade wares, heirloom pieces, and liturgical works of the province and fossils of animals that once roamed the valley. The museum houses extensive data on the discovery of Cagayan by the National Museum of the Philippines. Atulo Pottery Village. Atulo Village is the epicenter of pottery and brickmaking in Igig. Its local are artisans in the pottery world and they have been doing it for a long time. They make different designs and sizes. Nasiping Church Ruins. Nasiping was established in 1596 and became a major town by serving as the rest and supply station of travelers going upstream and downstream the mighty Cagayan River. Bunton Bridge serves as the gateway to the Cagayan provincial capital, Tuguegarao City, and links to the 2nd and 3rd district municipalities of Cagayan and Apayao. Also, this is not built for tourism attractions in Cagayan. Bonsai Forest is located in Samagat, Dinapig, Isabela City. Doubtless, Dibulo Falls is one of the best nature attractions in the province of Isabela. Located in Barangay Dibulo in Dinapig, this waterfall is considered the tallest one in the province at about 100 meters high. Honeymoon Island, located in the town of Divilacan, Isabela. Honeymoon Island is the perfect destination for couples to experience a total wonderful escapade. The island is surrounded by white sand beaches and faces the Pacific Ocean. These two are the man-made attractions in Isabela. Firstly, Gibang Church. The shrine is consecrated to the pilgrim image of Blessed Virgin Mary of Gibang. It is located in town of Gam, frequented by travelers passing by the Maharlika Highway. It comes alive every year on the month of July when religious pilgrims visit to offer prayers during its feast day. Mount Pulag is Luzon's highest peak at 2,928 meters or 9,606 feet above sea level, third highest mountain in the Philippines, and also 26th highest peak of an island on Earth. Mount Ugo, or otherwise spelled as Mount Ugu, is one of the famous hiking destinations in Cordillera. Imugan Falls is a 35-foot single-layer cascade located in Imugan River. It takes 20 minutes to hike from Imugan proper, following a cleared path to the waterfalls. Bansing Falls. Bansing Bayombong, approximate area of Bansing Falls, which can always be seen in the lowlands during rainy season. Locals call it the Enchanted Falls since it only appears visible a few weeks in a year. The St. Vincent Ferrer Parish Church is one of the biggest and oldest unreinforced brick churches from the 18th century in the Cagayan Valley. Dalton Pass, also called Balete Pass, is a zigzag road and mountain pass that joins the provinces of Nueva Ecija and Nueva Vizcaya in central Luzon Island of the Philippines. It is part of Cagayan Valley Road segment of Pan-Philippine Highway or Maharlika Highway. Also, this is not built for tourism attractions in Nueva Vizcaya. A short distance from Canyon Lake, Skeleton Cave, also known as Skull Cave, is a rock shelter formed by the overhang in the cliff wall. The cave is no deeper than 40 feet and it is approximately 118 feet. St. Lourdes Calvary, the most notable Calvary monument outside Brittany, is at Lourdes. This was specifically intended to represent Breton Catholicism. It was created by the sculptor Yves Herenot in 1900s as a gift to Lourdes from the main Breton dioceses. Rolando Andaya Highway, officially known as Carino Highway and also known as Camarines Sur to Quezon Road, is a national primary highway located in the provinces of Camarines Norte, Quezon, and Camarines Sur in the Philippines. Also, this is not built for tourism attractions in Quirino.
Cagayan Valley offer a never-ending adventure of caving, forests, waterfalls, beaches, and old heritage sites. Tourists can go swimming, caving, food trip, attend to colorful festival, visit the lighthouse, or hiking.
For those nature lover, the Cordillera and Sierra Madre Mountain can be found in Cagayan. For those who want extreme adventure, they can explore Calao Cave, Duba Cave, Bagao Blue Waterfalls, and Kalimudinan Falls. For those leisure tourists who wants to unwind and experience different island tour, Palawi and Calayan is two of the popular tourist spots in Cagayan Valley. There is also Angi Beach, one of the most pristine beaches in the country, and Sinago Cove, a limestone mountain and rock formations raised above the sea, creating a breathtaking scenery. But Cagayan Valley is not all about nature and blue water. It also features some Spanish man-made Asian churches, such as St. Peter Cathedral, an 18th century Baroque church located along Rizal Street to Tuguegarao City, Calvary Hills, a popular destination of Catholic tourists, most especially during the Lenten seasons or Holy Week. It also had Stations of the Cross, featuring concrete statues that are larger than human, depicting the suffering of Jesus Christ. Our Lady of Piat Basilica or Basilica Minore di Nuestra Señora di Piat is a 16th century Roman Catholic icon of the Blessed Virgin Mary. It refers as the Mother of Cagayan Valley. And the most famous Basco and Tayid Lighthouse in Batanes because it is in the top of the hill with the beautiful scenery of the surrounding, giving a nostalgic feeling to every tourist.
In addition to activities, tourists also need accommodations. Cagayan Valley region offer different types of accommodation to different types of tourists.
Such as budget hotel, this is less than 1,500 per night. For mid-range, this is 1,500 to 3,000 per night. And for those mass or charter tourists who needs high amount of service, they offer high-end lunch. This is at least 3,000 per night. Here you can see on your screen the various hotel or resorts with a range of accommodations. Are you hungry? Well, delicious food cannot be forgotten. The delicacies mostly served in the Cagayan region include rice cake, pinakbet, pansit kabagan, tapang baka, ginisang agurong, tuguegarao longganisa, pansit batil patong, hopya bawang, sinanta. They usually serve this during burial or after church mass with a pair of pinacopo, a sticky rice fried with brown sugar, and ginataang alimasag of Batanes. Here you can see on your screen the different culinary tradition, food and gastronomy in the Cagayan Valley region.
Now, we explore the best things to do, the festival in Region 2. The Payuan Festival in Batanes. The Payuan Festival is the biggest and major celebration of the Batanes region. The Ibatans celebrate this for a week from June 21 to 26. The event will be opened by a mass and a street parade, showcasing of cultural and historical arts, and the highlight of the event is the Mr. and Miss Batanes. Bambante Festival in Isabela. Bambante Festival is a popular festival in the presence and undoubtedly an amazing tourist attraction. The festival to be held from January 27 to 31. The festival celebrating the use of bambante or scarecrow by the Isabeleños in their vast farmlands to protect its crops. A Bambante village is set up to house all the activities during the festival. Panagdadapun Festival in Quirino. Panagdadapun Festival carries the theme I Love Quirino, which symbolizes unity of the Quirinians toward the development of the province. The festival to be held from September 7 to 11 highlights the convergence of culture of 6 municipalities. Festival include the street dancing showdown, battle of the bands, and the search for Mr. and Miss Quirino. Grand Amungan Festival in Nueva Vizcaya. The festival to be held from May 21 to 25 to showcase the culture of the indigenous people in the Nueva Vizcaya. The event seeks to gather the ethnic tribes of the province, including lowland inhabitants such as the Ilocanos, Tagalogs, and Pangasinenses. Festival started with a street dance competition from various municipalities interpreting in contemporary renditions the ethnic dances of the province. Sambali Festival in Cagayan. The colorful celebration is highlighted by street dancing, cultural shows, and a beauty pageant. This festival commemorates the Christianizations of the Itaos region of Cagayan. Now, we are here to find out the ethnic groups living in the Region 2. In Isabela, the major ethnic groups are the Ibanags. The other groups composed of the population in Isabela are the Gadangs, Yugads, Agtas, and Negrito. In Cagayan, there are 3 major ethnic groups of people: the Ibanags, the Itawits, and Malawigs. The Ibanags, the dominant group, are known to be tallest among the ethno-linguistic groups all over the Philippines. The Itawits, on the other hand, almost look the same as the Ibanags. However, they are more known for their knowledge. In Batanes, the Ibatans are the Filipino ethno-linguistic groups predominant of the island. The Ibatans share prehistoric cultural and linguistic commonalities with the Babuyan Island and the Tao people of Orchid Island. In Nueva Vizcaya, the province was dominated by the tribes such as Igorots, Ifugaos, Aitas, Gadang, and Maalans. In Quirino, the major ethnic groups are Ilonggots, Kankanay, Inibaloy, and Agtas. The Ilonggots are the only one who wear distinct clothing in the province. Their main sources of livelihood are farming, hunting, and fishing. Major industries of the Region 2. Rice remains a major crop in the upland town. Today, Cagayan Valley has emerged as the country's grains granary. Region 2 is abundant in agricultural products such as corn, mung beans, and peanut. Aside from these agricultural produce, the region produces different high-value commercial crops. Fishing is prevalent in the coast of Cagayan, Isabela, Batanes, and Magatam in Isabela. They also produce livestock like poultry, carabaos, cattle, and hog. Other livelihood of the region too includes rattan furniture making and other indigenous materials mainly for export.
The main spoken language in Cagayan and Isabela is Ibanag. Greetings and phrases. Mapya nga uma or just a uma. Mapya nga fugak or just a fugak. Mapya nga gabi or just a gabi. Mapya nga agaw. Konasika. Mapya gapa. Mapalo. One or ari. The main spoken language in Nueva Vizcaya and Quirino is Ilocano. Good morning in English, magandang umaga in Tagalog, and naimbag nga bigat in Ilocano. Good day in English, magandang araw o tanghali in Tagalog, naibag nga aldaw in Ilocano. Good afternoon in English, magandang hapon in Tagalog, naimbag nga malam in Ilocano. Good evening in English, magandang gabi in Tagalog, naimbag nga rabi in Ilocano. I love you in English, mahal kita in Tagalog, ay ayatin ka in Ilocano. The main spoken language in Batanes is Ivatan. Batanes is the smallest province in the Philippines. There is almost zero crime rate in the province. Also, you cannot simply buy a land or property in Batanes. In Cagayan Valley, it found the most expensive fish, lorong fish in the Philippines. Also, the Cagayan River, also known as the Rio Grande de Cagayan, is the longest, largest, and widest river in the country. Isabela is the second largest province in the Philippines. It is also considered as one of the richest provinces in the country, primarily due to its composite resources. Nueva Vizcaya is a province with a rich soil that used in planting rice and vegetables. And lastly, Quirino province is fossilized flour making is one of the growing medium-scale enterprises. Perfect places to visit in Region 2 with family. Discover the beauty of Ivatan culture and explore the natural attractions of Batanes by visiting this short tour to Saptang Island. This tour will give you the chance to immerse yourself in the Ivatan culture and the marvel at the Saptang's raw beauty. St. Augustine Cathedral is so peaceful and your family can really feel the serenity with the ancient views and the environment. Fuyot Springs National Park, Ilagan Sanctuary. This place is popular among the locals for family outings and picnics. Also in the sanctuary are amenities like mini zoo, swimming pools, and picnic grounds. Lower Magat Ecotourism Park is huge camping grounds and pavilions for family or company retreats. And lastly, amazing limestone formation will make your neck sore as you look up to them while enjoying the calmness of the river. You can bring the whole family for that perfect family picnic, swimming, rafting, boating, caving, and more.
Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and share and comment down below.